Don't they know Nintendo will send a black truck to your crib? Yes, sir. Welcome back to Redacted Show. I'm your host, Wafiq, or Feek, with my co-host, my other host.
Your co-host Dana Dane in the building. And welcome back to 103. Welcome back to the Redacted Show. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, rate us a 5-star, share us, listen to us on all platforms. We're on all listening platforms, even the discontinued ones. If you still got that app, you can find us on there at the Redacted Show. Make sure you guys keep continuing to engage in the TikToks and the IG Reels. We know we put out a few recently, so we appreciate all that engagement and support, especially on not just these recent ones, but on all of them. Make sure you're sharing them, reposting, and things of that nature. And we thank all the Redacts. We're still thinking of a group name. Redacts is probably what's going to stick. But with that being said, we're going to it. We don't have a lot to talk about. First thing we're going to do is talk about some recent movie watches we got, or we've seen since the last time recording. One of those being Weapons. So Weapons came out. I'm not sure when that movie came out. Honestly, I just know it came out pretty recently, within the last couple of weeks. But me and Feig both seen it. I mean, we can do spoiler talk, but we'll just give our non-little spoiler review. We won't do like a full movie review, but
fuck it,
man, that shit is crazy, dude. So pretty much premise of the movie is this small town, or this neighborhood, and these kids in this third grade class that is taught by Julia Garner's character. I think in the movie her name's Chris. I don't know. I'm about to look it up.
Miss Gandy.
But on one night at 2:17 on the track, all them kids just disappear. They run out the house, leave. Nobody knows why. Because the next day, that following day, no one shows up to class except for one student, Alex. And that's pretty much the whole premise of the movie. Everyone's trying to figure out what the hell happened to these kids. What does the teacher have anything to do about it? And everything is just interconnected. And man, like the suspense on that movie. And I like horror movies like that. I feel like we've been getting a lot of horror movies where it's pulling the watcher in instead of trying to scare them out of the movie. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel like what this movie was. This was like more of a psychological suspense thriller. Obviously, the main villain, she wasn't doing too many jump scares. There were some. Like that one where they were in when Josh Brolin's character
when he had the dream, he woke up and he said, "What the fuck?" Yeah, no, that was crazy. I did the movie. It was really good. I think it's one of my favorites. It's definitely one of my favorites from the year. But I did like that you mentioned how this movie brought you into it instead of like jump scare. Here's some gore, jump scare. I liked how it was how that was kind of how Kreger did it. And for people that don't know, or maybe most people do know, it was kind of how he did the Barbarian. But to me, this was the Barbarian's style, but on 10. Because it did do that different perspective. But in the Barbarian, it was only maybe like 2. It was kind of like one hard like cut off. And then it switched, I guess, directions. This one, we saw 4 different perspectives. 5?
Yeah, because it was
like 5.
The teacher, it was Josh Brolin's character.
You saw Alex.
Benedict Wong's character, Alex.
That's 4.
And the addict.
Meth head.
Yeah. And the cop.
Yeah. It was
so
like
that's
6.
like 6 viewpoints, POVs, all intertwined in some way.
Yeah, so I really liked how Kreger did that for the movie. And overall, it was definitely one of the better horror films we've got in recent times. Yeah, overall, great movie. Yeah.
Yes. And I just realized like he made Companion, which also came out this year in 2025. That was a crazy movie too. That was very much that movie is about
Did he do
artificial
Companion?
intelligence. Yeah, he was saying that he did. Well, he didn't direct it, but I think he helped write it. I mean,
Yeah,
he
he
was
didn't.
part of
I was
that
gonna say
team.
Drew Hancock did a Companion. He may have helped produce it though, or
Yeah,
something.
my bad. But yeah, Companion, that was another crazy one.
That
Well,
one was
especially
good
like
as
with the
hell,
plot twist and or during the movie where it's like, oh, they don't know.
bruh.
But anywho, moving on. So yesterday, I seen the movie Together, and oh my gosh, when I tell you that movie, Feek is sick work.
I know it's body horror.
It is body horror. I won't say to the max because Human Centipede, I've heard is. And the reason why I say I've heard is because I've never
I was gonna
had
say
the
I've never.
strength to watch those
Yeah,
because
Human
I know
Centipede.
how
That's one I
nasty
won't.
that is.
I won't ever
But
watch.
if for those who have, and please in the comments, if you have seen that and then seen Together, please in the comments say compare the two. But just because watching this, I'm like, ew, man, like there's a scene in there that it was a scene in there that went from hilarious
Uh huh.
to scary, like nightmare fuel in a matter of seconds. And if you
Mm-mm.
watch this movie, Feet, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And I was just like, I hope that's probably like a couple's worst fear. Like there are couples in there. I'm
Fusing
sure out of
together. Fusing together.
well, there's just a scene in the movie where some shit happened, and I'm like, yeah, they probably gonna be abstinent for a good minute after watching this
Ugh.
shit. But anywho, that movie, it was. I don't know how I feel about it because it's like the actor, um, Baby Franco. I think James Franco's little brother.
Yeah.
He's in this movie. I don't know if it was just the character because I feel like he's a good actor. I haven't seen him in much, but the character I didn't really like. He was just a lame. He just was a nobody, just a lame, and just was useless. Couldn't do shit,
Mm.
which was part of the storyline because the couple was kind of having like relationship issue. Like they're having a strike, but they moved out to the country. They were, I guess, we're in the city. They don't really say the city that they're in, but to me,
New
it
York.
gave the vibe of Portland or somewhere in Oregon.
Hey, you gotta get out of there, bro.
Because they went on a trail and they find this area,
So
which
somewhere
is
on the West
what's
Coast, probably.
I think so. Because they went on this trail when they moved out and they find, well, they get lost and then they find the pool or this basically area where uh, they get the
That
shit.
happened.
Yeah, shit
Okay.
happens, and because they show that same scene in the movie, like at the beginning of the movie, kind of setting up the premise or like setting up the frame of the movie, like what's gonna, like how this is gonna work
Okay.
with two dogs. That was worse than fucking. Like I don't think this is up there in terms of body horror with like The Thing. If y'all have ever seen that, because that was like body horror mixed with supernatural horror mixed with like just I wouldn't say slasher because yeah, like body horror mixed with just supernatural horror because it dealt with aliens, camouflage aliens. But this one was like oof, it was a crazy. It was a crazy movie. I don't want to. I can't even say if it's good or bad. It's just disgusting.
Okay. I plan on watching it. Probably not today, but this upcoming week. Probably after work.
Yeah,
So once I watch it, I can give a give some
I
input on
will
it.
say the ending. The ending kind of pissed me off Well, not kind of. It did piss me off. And then after just all this visual trauma I just seen on the screen, I'm like, really? It's like, okay. But that was my experience with Together, another horror movie that came out in the year 2025. Have you seen any recent movies or
Any
shows?
recent
Any good watches?
recent shows, man. I've been so I watched Alien Earth. I watched the first two episodes. Very good. Somebody made a meme because one Ice Age is in the movie. You'll understand what I mean by Ice Age, but they were like Ice Age is canon in Alien Earth, but it's
I've
canon.
seen that. I see that
Yeah.
too. I'm like, what? What?
It's nothing.
Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. I'm like, what
Yeah.
does that even mean? But I
It's
guess
nothing
it's
crazy. It's literally just like that movie is canon. That's not a spoiler. It's literally just that movie is canon in the Alien universe. So it's just funny to see. But
is there a scene that explains why? I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but it's very much high action. That first episode, not so much until you get to like the second half, because it does a lot of like not flashback, but like cuts between like present and maybe like a few hours past, just of like wild shit happening. It's shot very good. I will say this xenomorph dog. This is one of the craziest xenomorphs I'd ever seen in like any Alien. This nigga move different, because a lot of times the xenomorphs they attack, but they kind of stalk.
Yeah, yes,
stalk stuff.
especially like in Alien. Like I would say the first two Aliens, and then Alien Romulus.
Yeah, they like stalk. They creep up. They know that they know that you're there, but they kind of like it's almost like they play with you. This one, he don't.
Oh no, he back.
That the way he moved in episode 2, I said, "My God, bro!"
He ATL,
bro. He.
Oh shit!
That's shit. But yeah, no, he is, bro. There's a scene. Once you watch it, there's a scene where he do some wild shit. I legit stared at the TV and was like looking around. I said, nobody else seen this nigga move like this, bro. Just think of like the angriest person That's how that xenomorph is moving, bro.
Holy shit, that's dangerous.
And then it doesn't even account for so in this one, the premise is it kind of gives you more backstory on how Earth is, because this is before Aliens. This is 2 years. It's 2 years before Aliens, I believe. It's either
Aliens
2 years before or
in
2
the
years
second
after.
one.
Yeah, but pretty much it lets you know how the Earth is split up. It's like 4 companies control Earth, or have pretty much control Earth. So this we all know Weyland Yutani, because that's the main company that we always see. But pretty much one of their ships is doing like a deep space research, and that's where they got all these aliens on there. So not just a xenomorph, not xenomorph, like not just a face hugger, but they got these other ones. They don't really say the names, at least they haven't yet, but you see them in the ship, and then what happens is it ends up crashing, and then all hell breaks loose. So far, all hell is breaking loose. And it's a high adrenaline watch so far. I'll say that.
So saying Alien Earth is set in 2120, which is 2 years before the original Alien movie in 19.
Yeah. So
that movie was set in 2122.
22. Yeah. Okay, got you.
Dang, yeah, this shit is 100 years from now.
Hey, man.
You think 100 years from now we gonna be dealing with some xenomorph shit?
We gonna be dealing with some
cyborg, because I told Vic I saw like maybe 5 minutes and then got hit with a melatonin sandwich from my couch. But I saw the part where it kind of talked about in this Earth, there's 3 different types of basically people. There you got your cyborgs, you got your synthetic beings, and you got your
regular people.
regulars. Well, it was like
Yeah,
another form of basically not cyborg, like some sort of augmented being.
yeah. There, you'll see that one in the first episode. You'll see that one like after once they get it's early on in the first episode. You'll see the other one that they're talking about. Because even with that, even when they showed that, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Mm-hmm.
So it's giving a lot of good lore into the Alien universe, and I'm really excited to see how this episode 3 goes. Because dog, I know I keep saying it, but it's just some scenes in there. I said, bro, I didn't know this. Didn't know these aliens was moving like this, bro. And bro, it's a character in there too. You're gonna see exactly who I'm talking about within the first few minutes. Well, not first few minutes, but you're gonna see the character. I do not fuck with him, bro. Unless I don't even think I think they could try to redeem him. I don't think they will, but they could try to. I just said, get this. I said, get him off my screen, bro. Get him off my screen. He's still alive too. I was
Hey,
like,
Zeno, I need you to catch buddy
bro,
first.
he hasn't got him. That's what made me mad too. I said, all right.
It's like
But
that
yeah,
one
Alien
British
Earth.
dude in Alien Romulus. There's something in the water.
Bro,
There's something in the water.
yeah, this is the 1 year anniversary. I think it came out last year this day, or like
Man,
that was a great movie. Honestly,
that
I think
was.
that's one of their better films.
Yeah, because it went back to the roots of what Alien is, not no. Because I feel like with Prometheus and Alien Covenant and all that, it tried to be like a sci-fi horror. No, Alien at its core is like true horror, like suspense horror.
So sci-fi.
Then they tried to flip it and be sci-fi when it was like with the black goo and because in
No,
the
with the
Alien Romulus,
what they call them, engineers? I don't think that's what they call them.
yeah, I think they called them engineers because they were like, oh, the black goo. The engineers were experimenting on these xenomorphs, and which was how because I guess their species was dying too, but they were trying to engineer a cure for their people, which is what was explored in Prometheus and Alien Covenant. Then they brought the shit back in Romulus. I'm like, hold on, what? Which is how we got that monstrosity.
That engineered xenomorph.
That was,
bro. To this day,
talk about nightmare fuel.
To this day, I say if they dropped him in that movie like 10 minutes earlier or 15 minutes earlier, I think I would have gave that hoe a 10 out of 10. Even when that shit happened, the tone, like you could feel the wave of like dread in our whole theater when I went and watched it. Like everybody was like, okay, the movie over. Then you see that shit. When I tell you our whole theater was silent, like, what the fuck is that? And that was only like the last 10 minutes or 15.
Yeah, it was basically the end. Cause I'm thinking like, man, okay, they about to leave. And then all this is happening in the back of my mind. I'm like, man, this movie kind of long as fuck. I'm like, bro, these dudes can't catch a break.
Yeah, no, that thing was disturbing to see.
But I look up Alien and they popped up this movie called Alien Nation. But yeah. Favorite Alien movie out of the franchise? That's not Alien versus Predator.
Favorite out of the franchise? I think the first one. And then after that, I would probably say Romulus was cold, bro. Romulus was cold. Yeah, I think Alien. Then I don't have the list. I don't remember every single one of them. Was it Prometheus or Covenant where what's his name? Magneto. I don't know why I can't remember the actor's name. Where
Yeah,
he
Michael
tricked.
Fassbender.
Yeah, well, Michael Fassbender had his clone, and they were like fighting and tricking
That
each
was
other.
a Covenant.
I like Covenant.
Because Prometheus, you didn't even know that was in the Alien universe until, well, unless you were an Alien fan. I remember seeing that as a kid and now realizing like, oh shit, this is part of the Alien universe.
Yeah, I would say definitely Alien, um, Romulus, Alien Romulus. So people don't be trying to trip. And then Covenant. I think those are like my three favorite. Cause I had rewatched because before Romulus I had watched like all the Alien movies again. You know what? You know what was bad? The
Oh,
Alien Three,
Alien
bro.
3. Oh yeah.
That
That's
oh,
nobody talks about that movie.
it's just
We
so
don't talk
bad.
about that. I haven't even because I did something similar when I before I watched Romulus. I watched Alien 1 and 2
Hmm.
and went in and saw Romulus. I was like, do I want to anchor myself by watching number 3 when I know that movie was just not good, like objectively bad?
Not objectively, it was bad, boy. Except for maybe like a few scenes near the end. That shit was bad.
Because it was Alien 3 and then didn't they have Alien 4? Was it
That
like a
like
fourth
Resurrection.
Alien? Huh?
Wasn't that Resurrection? The
Yes.
fourth one? And she got they didn't have like a fucking didn't they make
Yeah, they
Ripley
had
have
like
like a kid
clones, or I
or
thought
something?
they had her as a clone. Or was that the third one?
No, third I think the third one was when the third one she's definitely on that prison world. But I don't remember. I think she crashed there and they were like, "Oh, you the only survivor," which is kind of wild because they're like the little girl dead too. Everybody was like
Oh,
everybody
the little
dead.
girl from the second one.
Yeah, because they were always on the
What?
same ship.
Damn. Well, I remember
If
that because I don't even remember.
if I remember correctly, because the second one had the Queen alien and with all the soldiers and everything,
Yeah,
and then they got out, and then yeah, the third one she's the only survivor when she
I
landed
remember.
on that crashed
So this is a
prison
continuation
world.
from the second one when they escape and then they crash land on that prison world.
Yeah, that's how three is. That's the premise for three. Resurrection, I don't remember. I don't remember nothing about
I think
Resurrection.
Resurrection was the one where they literally cloned her.
Okay, that probably is. I think. Yeah, I think you're right.
Either way, both of those are just not it. For me, I would say Aliens would be my top one, and then Alien, the first movie, and then Romulus. Those are my top three. Yeah, Alien Earth. Make sure you guys check that out. Speaking of checking stuff out, so moving into the Marvel space, um, there, I guess there's been rumors about Doctor Doom's like Avengers, like who's going to
Oh,
be on it.
his
So
team.
his team. So the rumored team as of this point is allegedly supposed to be King Thanos, God, Captain Hydra, Ultron, Maestro Hulk, Mephisto, the Maker, Null, Evil Black Widow. Yeah.
Yeah, none of that's happening.
None of that.
I won't
For
even
sure,
elaborate.
King Thanos and Null are not happening. Mephisto, not happening.
Exactly.
Mephisto is a god. What the hell you think he gonna do teaming up with Doctor Doom?
And why would he team up with Doctor Doom?
And why would Doctor Doom want to team up with him? He'd want to take his power.
And at most you could bring up, and it wouldn't even help Mephisto. At most you could bring up is like Mephisto doing that trick where he was just like, "I have your mom," like I have your mom's soul and that stuff. But they ain't doing, bro. They're not doing that. not for Doomsday. Yeah, that movie would have to be 4 hours long.
Yeah.
5 hours.
And it's like the only people out of this list I can see. Let me share my screen for the YouTube audience. But the only people I can realistically see out of this list is Captain Hydra and King Thanos, obviously, honestly. Like that,
Yeah.
Because I feel like with this Doomsday movie, they trying to nostalgia bait niggas, but if they show like old King Thanos, he comes back, but he's like deferring to Doom. They're like, man, this is like basically ultimate level Thanos, and he's deferring to. At this point, I'm thinking he's gonna be God Emperor Doom, because I don't think he's gonna bust in the movie with his team. Because if you
Hell
remember
no.
from after the end in that end credit scene of Fantastic Four, it's still just him. There's no way by the time Doomsday start, he got all his goons with him.
Yeah, and then that would be too. Nah, you're right. I was about to try to talk more about it. You're saying what I would have said.
So it's like timeline and sequencing wise, it just doesn't make any sense. Honestly, I might say a hot take. Honestly, he don't need a team, or
Yeah,
he shouldn't need a team.
give him one jester.
Yeah, just give him. If y'all niggas want to bring Kang the Conqueror back so bad, make Kang his molecule man, or make it's either gonna be Kang or it's gonna be Franklin. He's
Yeah,
gonna use something or somebody to create all these incursions or kind of control the movie. So by the end of it, we get Battle World, and then I can see by the end of like going into Secret Wars, he has his team. Because
yeah,
then it'll just be a merge of all these universes, and you can get a King Thanos or a Captain Hydra or
yeah.
a
And the thing
Maestro
about
Hulk.
my bad to cut you off. And the thing
You're
about,
good.
granted, MCU updates they be lying anyway, but um, this is just good
They
for
do,
conversation.
but
But
yeah,
the,
exactly.
yeah, the thing about all these people they listed, none of them will work with Doom for the most part. Maybe like one or two, but Ultron definitely ain't working with Doom. Not in
No,
this,
but I
not
think
in the MCU
Doom
wide.
is smart enough at because I was gonna say I think Doom is intelligent enough to like figure out a code or some sort of algorithm to keep Ultron in check. He like a dog, like your creator Tony Stark. I may look like him. He can't even clean my shoes. I will do something. I will have you fucking shucking and jiving if I want you to with just one algorithm.
It sound good, but like I'm just thinking in the context of
I
like
know
how they
what
got
you
these
mean.
characters in the MCU. At
I'm just
least,
trying to play devil's advocate. They're
like,
trying to find a
no,
way to bring no.
you haven't
That
one.
shit just pissed me off.
Yeah,
There's no way.
you haven't even introduced Noah in the MCU for real, and
I say in the MCU,
you think you about to make Doom be over the god of the symbiotes?
and then my thing is on a higher level. You think Sony is just gonna give y'all him? No, that's not happening. Sony is as much as we shit on Sony, and deservedly so at times. Sony is trying to rebuild their universe, and they need a big bad for that. They're gonna use no. They're not letting you use their Thanos in their movie.
Yeah,
They're
so
not gonna do it.
if he does have a team, it'll be a few people. I'm the same way. I would rather him if he has a team. Don't let it be more than like 4 people.
Honestly, don't let it be more than three. If it's a team, it needs to be a trio. It needs to be him, maybe a Captain Hydra, since we know Steve Rogers is coming back, and then like a Supreme Doom or like a Supreme Strange. But even then, he don't need Strange because he's already mastered the mystic art. That's why I'm like, it really needs to be a one-man army. That's how you introduce a new big bad. Don't have him teaming up with niggas, like especially during Doomsday. Canonically and just honestly, that doesn't really make any sense. Like we could theorize how that happens, but I don't think, my opinion, I don't think he gets this team until the end of the movie.
Yeah. And then I feel like even with his team, most of them gonna be brainwashed anyway. So
Exactly, because he did have a cabal, or there was a sort of like cabal team in uh Avengers Secret Wars and Avengers
Battle World.
Battle World, because it did have the Maker. It was like the Maker, King Thanos, or some Thanos variant, and some other people from different universes.
I was gonna say in Secret Wars he had a fucking Thor cops. He had the Thor force as cops. It was like all the Thors.
Yeah. So it's like have this movie build him to God Emperor Doom. Don't come in the movie with his goons. His goons is crazy. Don't have him coming in the movie with his group.
Yeah, so they can keep that team
Yeah.
list they got, but just make them make Doom.
Do you think Robert Downey Jr. Because there's been theories going around, or just like I guess hopeful, wishful thinking that Robert Downey Jr. will not be the Doom for the foreseeable future. So like the main theory I've been hearing is that he uses Franklin to fix his. Because I think Robert Downey Jr.'s Doom in the Fantastic Four First Save universe will have always been Victor Von Doom. Now, we don't know if he's just always looked like Robert Downey Jr. and has been Doom, but I think there's a theory where it's like he uses Franklin's face to make him look like Robert Downey Jr., like Iron Man,
Mm-hmm.
because he knows, which I don't know how he would know, but he knows like, oh, there's this universe that's missing their hero. I can go in and brainwash them, save the day, and have them at my fingertips.
I
Or
personally wouldn't want that. I
yeah,
personally wouldn't want that because I feel like that's trying to do too much. Like if it's gonna be Robert Downey Jr., like just let it be Robert Downey Jr.
yeah,
Granted, if you don't want him to be the final Doom, that's okay too. But I feel like trying to make it be like, yeah, we're gonna do this trick so he looks like. I feel like that. I feel like Doom wouldn't. I'm not saying he wouldn't do something like that, but I feel like that's a little too cheap. Because it's just like to him, I feel like with Doom in this context, it'll be more so like, bro, I know I'm better than y'all. I don't need to do a trick. I don't care if I look like that nigga on that statue. I'm still about to beat y'all ass. Like, I'd rather him
yeah,
be like that than try to use like Franklin change my face to look like this so I can trick them. I feel like that's doing too much.
yeah.
Personally.
I think the theory behind that is like they don't want to believe Robert Downey Jr. is the final Doom. So by the end of Secret Wars, we still have Doom, but his face changes back to a deformed, different actor, or it's just deformed again, and then we get the mask on. I don't know. I agree, because I'm like that's kind of doing a lot of mental and
Yeah.
literary gymnastics just to
That's a lot of roundabouts for no reason.
yeah.
If it's still gonna end up the same, that's a lot of roundabouts for maybe a quick 10-minute montage of people being shocked.
Yeah, I can get behind the idea of, because that was my theory. I'm like, he uses Franklin to fix his face, but he's always looks like Robert. Like he's always been Robert Downey Jr. He just uses Franklin to fix his face, and it's like, wow, like I haven't looked like this in I don't know how long, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just goes to the 616 universe, and he just so happens to look like Iron Man, but he didn't do it on purpose. That's just who he is. And he just started busting ass.
Yeah, I can see that.
But moving on, so we're gonna start getting into our regular redacteds. The first one being that. So I just found it. So a Spider-Punk movie, animated movie, is currently in the works. Daniel Kaluuya is co-writing the film. Obviously, we know he was the voice actor for Spider-Punk and Into the Spider-Verse. So do we like, love, or redact this news?
We love the news. They finally freed that boy Daniel Kaluuya from his cult or wherever he been. So we love the news.
Yeah. I would say I like it. I mean, it's I think if I would rather it just be like its own movie. Like I don't want it. I personally don't want it tied to the Miles like Spider Verse shit. Just let it be his story, his thing, like a one off movie. Mm-hmm. And if you want to at the end, just be like, just say, "Hey, we need you."
For that's probably how it will be. I can see,
or maybe at the beginning of this movie, it will be already the end of the events of Beyond the Spider-Verse, and then he goes back and then he deals with something in his world.
Okay. Yeah, I can see ending off with Miguel O'Hara opening a portal and being like, come on.
Yeah.
join the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. Moving on. So the next piece of news is, I forgot about this. We'll come back to this after our, because it was the Bo DeMayo extra long paragraph, and I did want to talk about that, but we can skip that for now. Another thing, DC has announced a Batman Static Shock Beyond comic book run, which its first issue will released on November 12th. So do we like, love, or redact this news?
We love the news. The artist and person over it, he is cold as shit. So yeah, we love the news.
We love the news as well. I'll hopefully be trying to tune into this through my comic book outlines of Comics Explained and Comic Pop. So I love this news personally. So I'm gonna share my screen, and you can tell me if I'm wrong or not. But was this made by the artist?
This one, let me make sure that's it. Is it tweeted by the guy named
tweeted
Nikolai?
By Discussing Film.
Let me pull up Nicholas Draper Ivy is the one who does it. Let me find, because that is his. Yeah, that's his art. And he also put a and I'll send it to you right now. He also put up these designs with more info on the suits.
Hmm.
So that has a little bit more. You don't got to read all that, but that's pretty much him explaining more of the suits.
Okay, yeah. Beacon. Yeah, it's okay. So I like this artwork more than that cover art that I seen earlier. I was like, not really a fan of how that looks, but I can be persuaded. I can be sold. But I do love the idea, or that we are getting a Static Shock Batman Beyond issue.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that could be adapted into a TV show.
Hey man, they should have
One
made
can
that Batman
dream.
Beyond movie.
One can dream. Next, so the live action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Last Ronin movie is still in the works. The film will be rated R. Source by Deadline. Do we like, love, or adapt the this live action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle The Last Ronin movie?
I'm on the fence. Like, I want to say like, but I also want to say redact because the other two live action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I like those movies, but I just don't. It really depends on who directed. I just don't see who could direct a rated R Last Ronin and make it good.
We'll make it good, and it's like it's still a big ass turtle. Like, I feel like it'd be better to just make it animated than just to have a live action big ass CG turtle, because it's not gonna be. Gone are the days of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle live action movies, where we got the original one out of Secret of the Ooze, and where they went back in time to like Imperial Japan. But I'll say like, but it's a challenge.
Yeah.
Like, I need to see some concepts. I need to see some leak set photos. I need to see a director, or I need to see who's writing the script. Because, man, people swear by this run.
Yeah.
And they better do it justice, or I will be in front of that Hollywood set with my pitchfork in torch. Next, so I'm laughing because it's just one of those things where I'm upset, but I can't be too upset. So the news is the Eternals will reportedly not appear in Avengers Secret Wars. And I'm assuming that means Avengers Doomsday as well.
Mm-hmm.
This is from Cosmic Marvel and from a source. Do we like, love, or adapt basically Eternals being erased from the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
They already kind of said that when they announced they weren't doing nothing else with them like a year or two ago, when they were just like, we have no plans on making Eternals 2. That pretty much confirmed enough for me that they don't want to do anything else with them.
Yeah, I think I think the nail in the coffin. I'll say I redact this because it's sad just to see a property, and honestly, a good movie. Like, honestly speaking, Eternals.
You say it is good now.
I didn't say it was. I never say it was bad.
All right,
run the tape. Eternals is better.
I've said it was good. I don't know about you though. I think there's some revisionist history going on, but you can continue.
It was not a perfect movie, but it was. I think it was released too early. It was an experiment. I think the final nail in the coffin was when Marvel finally got X-Men back. Because I don't believe Marvel ever wanted to do Eternals. And that was probably my biggest gripe with the movie and just the franchise. They never wanted to do Eternals. But at the time, they're like, well, we don't have X-Men and nobody likes Inhumans. So what about Eternals? So they tried this movie.
The crazy thing is, though, that cast is insane.
That is a crazy cast.
I'll tell you, that's one of their best casts they have. Like, through and through. You can't tell
Yeah.
me that Eternals cast is not like
Oh, that cast
the
was
top of the like cream of the crop for an MCU cast. And they said, you know what we're gonna do? Cancel it. Like
yeah.
what?
You know, do you think it's redeemable to bring this same Eternals cast as X-Men characters? Just bring them all. They're not doing that. But what if they did? Like they
They
brought
did.
Rob Stark back as Cyclops. I could see him playing a decent Scott Summers. They
I
brought
wouldn't even care.
Cersei's character back as a Jean Grey. Maybe that would not fly.
I would.
Or they brought back what's his name?
Who? Brian Tyree.
Yeah, Brian Tyree Henry. They brought him as Colossus. No, they
They
could
bring
bring
him
back a
as Sword.
Gilgamesh back as Colossus. They could bring him as Hank McCoy. I could see him playing like Beast, and then you know the other dude.
They could throw them in. I just think it's such wasted. This is one of the, I won't say few times because it's been quite a few. It's been quite a few times where it's like you have these good storylines that you can expand upon, because you can go into even like the Thanos part on how it's connected to that, how he's a not variant, a what the fuck do they call those things that have the wrong? I can't think of it right now. The bad versions of themselves.
Yeah,
The Eternals.
the Deviants.
Yeah, how he has the deviant gene. That's crazy. The deviant.
I'm gonna look it up, but
I don't think it's called
I
deviant.
don't know if it's called Deviants, but it might be.
But just how you can go into that, you can go more into the Celestials, um, and how like what role they play.
It is Deviants.
Oh, the deviant gene. Okay, well then yeah. So it's a lot of stuff you can go to, and it's the fact that you still use TMNT. So it's like they're in the universe. It's just, is Marvel gonna actually write them into something? Because it's not like they're gone.
Not this
So
version. I mean, I could see them bringing back like 10 years from now when people forget that they don't like it. But like, it's just I always hark back to they wanted their version of mutants, and they thought Eternals could be that. Like the movie didn't really do too well in the box office, and like we still have yet to see Black Knight and Blade. Damn near everything from that movie is about to
everything
be watched
connected,
from existence.
everything in that movie except for Tiamat big ass head and hand in the ocean is gone. You even had freaking what is his name? That celestial, the judge. I forgot his
Ersham.
Erisham the judge. You even had him in the movie. That's like one of the most important celestials.
Yeah.
Just bad connectivity.
Yeah, that was just a victim of circumstance. Like again, I'm of the mindset that as soon as Marvel got the rights back for mutants, they're trying to go full head of steam. Especially after this universe, Kevin Feige has made it abundantly clear. They're jumping full head. It's like jumping off the porch, head first into mutants.
And that's all
And
they're gonna
X
try
Men.
to do for a few years. I know that.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm not mad at it, but let's not act like there hasn't been some mutant mess ups or this. And well, that was probably because Fox just don't know how to make a mutant movie without Hugh Jackman in it. But we'll see. We'll see what Marvel does. You know, they already have their director for the new upcoming X-Men movie.
Mm-hmm.
They said some things I'm not really a fan of, but
It's gonna be
we'll
good.
see.
It's
I think it'll be good.
since it's I forgot his name, Thunderbolts director. He's definitely going to go into that. I could just tell by the way he did Thunderbolts and the way the marketing was. He's gonna lean a lot into that A24
Yeah, Jake Shazer.
bag. So I would say if you want a glimpse of who's probably gonna be on that cast, look for any new or regular A24 actor. They're probably gonna be in that movie, that X-Men movie. I would say that. I would bet if I could bet, I would bet good money on that.
We shall see. Next. So PETA has called for Nintendo to remove the ring from the cow's nose in Mario Kart World.
What are
The
we talking
brass
about,
ring,
bro?
they said, quote, the brass ring in the cow's nose glosses over real world violence and cruelty to animals. Leave the rings to Sonic and let the cow breathe free.
Hey, low key. Hey, nigga, shut the hell up, but that's a bar. They said we don't raise the Sonic and let the cow. Hey, whoever was in the room right now, I know he felt happy as hell. I know they felt happy as hell, right?
Apparently, they've had PETA has had a history of targeting Nintendo titles and shit.
Don't they know Nintendo will send a black truck to your crib if you make a fan art of Mario?
Bro, I'm about to share my screen. These people on Twitter are crazy. Yeah, I'm like, I don't think they understand the type of juice Mario got. They use this is the original tweet. Scrolling through here, but
Bro,
I
Nintendo is about to send a drone through Peter's window, boy.
you have to have like 20 Escalades in front of Peter.
It's about 20 go-karts about to come around that PETA office. And they about to blue shell the fuck out that hole.
Blue shell the fuck out that office.
No, bro. Nintendo don't care, bro. Unless you rip them off, that's when they get at you. Or if
Well,
you
I
really
think,
use the IP.
let me not act like I don't care about the animals, but come on, guys. It's a damn video game. It's a video game. And
That's
it's
what
just an animal in a track. It's just Moo Moo Meadows. It's literally the cows in Moo Moo Meadows. They're not doing shit.
Bro, they worried about a ring on a virtual cow, and they not worried about the cow driving. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
That's what I'm talking about.
Hell no.
I think we're both in agreement. Redact this shit, man.
Yeah.
Next, so the final season of My Hero Academia, the main trailer just dropped, and it's coming out October 4th on Crunchyroll. It is, like I said earlier, the finale. Everything has led to this moment. Shigaraki versus Midoriya. The hand versus the fist.
Literally.
Who comes out on top? Obviously, you've read it, so don't spoil it. But this is a hypothetical. This is a rhetorical question. But I know it's gonna be some action. I know it's gonna be some boxing. Feek, what can the anime only watchers expect from this season after reading it and just like what we've seen from an animation standpoint up to this point? What can the viewers watch or expect to watch?
As long as, and I doubt they change the animation or anything, it's more than likely gonna be animated the same. Um, what to expect? Expect some people, more people to. Do anybody expect some death? Expect some destruction. Expect a lot of closure with certain characters. Um, and I think just expect to be entertained and see why some
Mm.
people are heroes for real. That's all I'll say. Expect to see why some people are
Mm.
actually heroes for real.
Mm. I'm excited for this. I know it's been a long time coming, and I don't have to worry about catching up or doing none of that shit. I'm there. I'm there. That right up there with the Demon Slayer uh 3-piece movie that they trying to do. I'm right there.
I still need to get my ticket.
And finally, so Gal Gadot claims that Snow White flopped because of quote the pressure on celebrities to bring up things against Israel. What? Quote the pressure on celebrities to bring up things against Israel rather than her terrible acting. She says, quote, you can't always explain and try to give people in the world a context about what's happening in Israel and what the reality is here. But in the end, people decide for themselves. What?
Tell her shut the
Redact
hell
this
up.
shit. Shut the hell up. Shut up. Redact this shit.
Yes,
I'm
tell her
tired of her.
her bad
Talk
acting
about the
and
fall from grace. Oh my goodness.
pro genocide ass. Yeah, shut the hell up, bitch. Oh
Redact
man.
this shit, man. What are we talking about? Like, in this instance, not only is your acting bad, you're so it's like,
Yeah, shut.
bro,
Tell her shut the fuck
can
up.
we just have a honest conversation? Like the movie wasn't good because you sucked. This ain't got shit to do with Israel. This ain't got shit to do with none of that. You're just
Yeah,
not a good actor no more. If you ever were, maybe we were blinded. I was blinded by Wonder Woman.
I wasn't. I still stand by that statement I said when we did like a mini review of it. I fell asleep twice. Yeah.
Man,
Tell her pack her bags. Shut the hell up.
yeah, her acting career is done. Talk about the fall from grace, man. This woman was Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. Arguably the most recognizable and the world's most favorite woman superhero in the world. Everybody knows Wonder Woman.
Hell, you can't do that. Shut the hell up with your long ass talking. She sucks.
Oh my gosh. The fall from grace needs to be studied. Because ooh, did she hit rock bottom.
Don't worry, she got a. I was about to say something. Oh god.
Wrap it up. Let's land a plane.
Next topic.
So we're gonna move into our infamous bag. Feek, please drop the music.
Bitch, I'm in my bag, bag, bitch. I just made a bag, bag, bitch. I just made a bag, bag of beef, bag.
All right. So my again our bag question is I know I'm putting you on the spot,
Okay.
but what are some of your favorite Power Ranger suits? Power Ranger suits.
Okay, favorite. My number
If
one.
you could give me 3.
Okay, number one from Dino Thunder, the White Ranger, the white suit. I don't remember who wore it. I'm not gonna lie.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes, that's clean.
They all might be from Dino Thunder. The black suit from Dino Thunder.
That's another clean
Bro,
one.
Dino Thunder is my favorite. There's another suit from who I think it's one of the space ones.
Space Patrol Delta.
Let me make sure. It's one from there, and it's one from the freaking ninja one.
Like Ninja Storm.
Yeah,
Power Rangers Ninja Storm. You talking about that gold one?
yeah. I like the red. I like the Red Rangers from Space Patrol Delta. Then I'm looking up the. I gotta make sure I look at the right one. Okay, yeah, I gotta make sure from Ninja Storm. I was about to say fuck something else from from Ninja Storm, the green one. That was the one.
Ooh.
Those
Oh yeah.
the green one,
Clean.
it just looks so, it was just clean, classy.
I feel like this most green Power Ranger suits, like those, you can't really miss those. Because by my 3, I think the gold Space Patrol Delta suit, that one was tough. The black suit from it was I think Space Patrol. No, it was Power Rangers. I'm trying to find the might have been Samurai. No, it wasn't. Power Rangers. Well, anywho, it was a black suit. When I figure out the name, you probably have an image on it. But second one, the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers green suit, green Power Ranger suit. That one, undefeated. You can't beat that. Especially when he first popped up on the scene and just was busting ass.
Bro, that's one thing about the Green Rangers.
The Green Rangers, for the most part, I'm talking about the special Green Rangers, not the regular ones that are on the team. The special Green Rangers, when they pull up,
Boy, hands. No
pop
talking.
out and show niggas.
Hands and explosions behind them. They killing everybody, boy.
Yeah. That shit always used to get me. Like when they would jump and it'd just be shit ton of explosions behind them.
They do a freaking quadruple somersault in the air.
I'm still trying to find this. I'll say the honorable mention, like the blue and the black Mighty Morphin Power Ranger suit. Those are pretty tough. Those are my favorite. Was always the Blue Ranger. It didn't matter on any team.
Yeah,
because that was my favorite color. And then obviously the Black Ranger. But I'm trying to find this damn suit. Because it had like almost a like Japanese character on it. And it was like the Japanese character had like a gold kind of like blade right here. But it wasn't Mighty Morphin.
was it was it the Black Samurai?
I just found it. This one. This one right here.
Oh,
This shit here is clean. This shit here Wolverine. You can't tell me that shit ain't tough. I'm drawing a blank, but if anyone knows what Power Rangers this is from, please put it in the comments.
Power. Obsidian Ranger. That's what it said.
Like, bro, that's fucking tough, dude. Yeah, I don't know where that's from, but if y'all can find that, let me know where that's from. Please. We greatly appreciate it. But yeah, that was some of our favorite Power Rangers suits. Fee, did you have a get in our bag question?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I have a get in our bag question. So my get in our bag question is my get in my bag question is for 20 million, what are 3 DC characters you think you could beat up?
So off rip, I'm watching Mr. Kite Man. I'm whooping his ass.
Okay.
Kite Man, Condiment King, and Polka Dot Man. Those are 3 people I know for a fact I'm busting their ass.
All right, for me, when I came up with this question, I just thought of that scene. And so I know one for sure, Kite Man as well. That's easy. Calendar Man, stomping out.
Stomping.
High Key, Black Canary. And it's only because you know that scene from the animated show when she pulls up on them thugs and that nigga's like, what the fuck?
All she gotta do.
That scene to me, I'm like, why y'all hold her like that, bro? Y'all know she can beat their ass. But
Oh my goodness. Yeah, those are my 3, honestly. I'm trying to think of some ugly ass like Brave and the Bold character too.
High Key. What's a character you think both of us, if we both work together, we could beat?
that had powers?
No, just any
Any
DC
of
character.
them?
I'm not gonna lie, we beating the fuck out. We whooping Shazam, bro. Billy, you ain't gonna
Billy, yes.
Shazam.
I don't know about that, but
Whooping that nigga too.
I'm gonna give my best effort. But we talk shit about Shazam. That nigga's still Superman. He can still do everything Superman can. Nah.
Constantine. Whooped.
In terms of fighting, yes. Now, as long as he don't throw no magic shit at me, I think we're good. But I would say Captain Atom. No, I'm playing. Boy, the way we'd melt. It's like every time that nigga fight, he just explodes. Like he just dies every time. I feel like every fucking movie or show I've seen him in, he's just a bomb. He always dies.
All they do is to use it for.
All they do is just use him to blow shit up. Like he has a miserable life.
We could whoop a lot of Batman's rogue gallery.
I think
like Two-Face.
So Two-Face.
Boy,
just
Penguin.
get the gun out of his hand. Penguin, what the fuck you doing?
Boy, you in that peg leg on the ground, boy.
What you gonna do? Scott, if you don't let up right now, get the Falcons and Maronis. Um, yeah, Condiment King, Counterman.
High key Joker.
Nah, man. We not
Bro,
whooping
he
that.
just
We're not.
you don't want those problems.
Nah, that's someone I do not want to mess with at all. Fuck that. I touch fucking the red hood before I must fuck with him. No.
Man, after that 20 million, all I know is I'm running away with
Bane.
Catwoman. Me and her are taking it.
Okay, for 20 million, would you fight Bane? Not absolute Bane. I'm just talking about Bane.
Bane.
Would you fight him?
Million?
For 20 million?
Is death on the table or not? Like, can I die from this or is this fight? There's a fight and he stopped
If you die, you're not getting the 12 million.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is there a stop point? Like, he beat my ass and like we stop? Like, I can still live? Or is just
you
like,
gotta fight him for 5 minutes. 5-minute ring. 20 million. Can you survive that?
5 minutes. How long was that scene in Batman with Tom Hardy? How long was that underground scene?
Damn.
I feel like that was run like 2 minutes. He brought that nigga back. He broke that nigga back. Oh yeah. Shit! I can survive. I can do it.
This ain't Tom Hardy Bane though. I feel like Tom Hardy Bane was nerfed. Like, think of
you talking about Venom Bane.
Venom Bane. 5 minutes.
Bro, I just gotta saying I just got is crazy. I just gotta crack one of the tubes, bro.
You in the octagon.
Get me out of there.
Get me looking like Spider-Man. Get me out. Look here. You're going nowhere. Yeah, honestly, bro. 20 million, 5 minutes. I don't know. For 20 million, though, like if you survive, a good amount of that is going to be covered in your hospital payments. But the thing is, when you come out of that alive, like he broke Batman's back, and Batman is supposed to be at peak human physical form. That ain't me, respectfully. So he might try that shit on me. I might die. I might snap in half.
I got one. For 20 million, do you think you can survive in a swamp for 10 minutes with Killer Croc after you? He doesn't know. Like, y'all both are in a swamp area. He's spawning.
Is it just me, or is it like me and someone that knows how to, like a nigga from Louisiana that knows how to like navigate the swamp? Because if it's me and him, fuck. Oh, nah, I can't do it. Because all it takes is like one brush of the boat. If I touch that water, I'm a goner. Literal sitting duck. I'm a goner. So I it really would just I had to stay on the boat because the moment he topples that shit over, I'm dead. Dead man. And that's not even me trying to say I'm not a good swimmer. It's just you're not out swimming a nigga that lives in the ocean, a croc. You're not. No. I think the key is making sure I last on that boat. If I can't do that, or unless I'm not with a nigga that has like their own speedboat and they can navigate it, and all I'm doing is just with the pitchfork trying to fight them off. No.
Nah, bro. Imagine this. You seen the Arkham games? That Killer Croc.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now you're gonna be able to do it. Throw a fucking Pokemon at that nigga. I'm gonna throw Blastoise at him.
He gonna eat Blastoise.
with fucking turbojet cannons on his back. But that being said, we're gonna move on and go ahead to our final segment, our redacted rules. Before we do that, appreciate everybody for rocking with us for another episode. Again, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Redacted rule for the day. I don't know. I just say don't count time, make time count. That's all I gotta say.
Damn, my redacted rule is I don't got one either. Drink water. Like always. Drink water. Drink water, mind your business. It'll keep your face kind of clear and your mood up.
Yeah. With that being said, it's been your boy Data Dane.
It's been your boy Wafik.
And we out.
Peace.
Recipes call me, I'ma show 'em how to shoot. On the 4-5, jump in the ass, my crew. Yeah, I'm stepping with a fed, keep it all of the hoes on mute. Pull a little part, could be yellow with a brew. 48 for a quick burst. Crazy 8s in the back, yeah, the trunk on hot like a cue. 40 on me when I'm in the backseat. Blotter, paper pre-cup. Chris make juice, it'll drop like ink. Chain came with a clean plate, came with a sink. The Parator came with a mate. Tricones white like paint. My hoe by the hoe, cause she know it's my king. Hit on my side, cause I drop a song. Think you should hit up the link. The phenotype came from the pink Colombian thing. Yeah, the genetics unique. Cellular right on the beat. I'm teaching the hoe like I'm Play-Doh. I got the veggies like by the tomato. You got a Mexico making Alfredo. I put a bag on a hoe on my payroll. I get active at night, then I lay low. The salmon was breaded with